In Chapter 12, we saw Larry, Kent, and Morgan being picked up at sea after their motorboat had been blown to atoms by two of Collins' henchmen. Back on Treasure Island, Collins instructed the professor to manufacture a chest full of counterfeit pirate coins. Later, on the wharf in San Pablo, Gridley, believing Larry had the pirate treasure map, forced his way into Larry's cab. In the meantime, Captain Cuttle and Tony, seeking to elude Dr. X and Danya, are trapped on a railroad trestle.
People in all my born days.
Avast, stow that chatter. We want to get to the San Pablo Hotel.
I guess I can take you there. My truck's out front. Come on.
It's all right. He's a friend of mine. What's it all about? That man kicked your tenant out of the ambulance. He may be badly hurt, so you better go back and pick him up. I'm going to telephone. Oh.
Wait! Wait, Mr. Collins. What's that?
What's what?
A strange sound.
Oh, that's the sea. This tunnel runs very close to the shoreline here.
Oh. Numismatically speaking, these coins look quite authentic, aren't they?
Yes, they look almost real enough to spend. You did a very good job on these, Professor. Very good indeed. If I didn't know any better, I'd surely believe these pieces were genuine.
Odd you should be hiding treasure when you spent all these years digging for it.
Yes. Now we'll bury these, Professor. And we'll be sure to arrange this ground so that it looks like it had never been disturbed.
Aye, aye. We've come to the end of our voyage.
What's that? Yes. Get it up out there. I'll bring this to the main hall. Finding of this proves beyond any doubt that there is pirate treasure on this island. Professor, tell Dreher to keep his men digging.
Quite right.
This makes you a terribly rich man, Mr. Collins.
Probably the richest in the world. And also the saddest.
What do you mean, sir?
Jerry? Finding of this gold. According to this treasure map, proves that Tony Morrell is my daughter.
Why, Mr. Collins, what do you say?
It's Jerry. It's all written right here in secret code. Jerry, I want you to contact Tony. Tell her that you found her father and bring her back here. I want all this gold to be hers. It rightfully belongs to her.
You want me to tell her that you're her father?
No. No. I've been so unkind to her that she'll probably be afraid to return. I do want to make amends. Tell her the professor's her father. Here. Take these with you. They'll convince her.
Yes.
And remember, tell her to be sure and bring her half of the treasure map. Because when that half is placed alongside of my half, it will definitely prove that I am her father.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Why silence? What you just told me carries me back a long, long time, Larry. It's a remarkable story I ever heard.
Well, I'll bet it's one of the best features this paper ever carried.
Westmore, right? Yes. How did you know?
I found this likeness of you in this old logbook in Tom Paxton's cabin.
Huh?
Ever hear of a man by the name of Stanton?
You mean Tom Stanton?
That's him. Years ago, you and him went on a treasure hunt. Found an old pirate map. That map you tore in half. You kept one half and him the other. And you quarreled and parted. Your half of the map was stolen.
Right.
Long about that time, you and your wife separated. And your daughter was born. Didn't know she was alive, did you?
You think that I have a daughter?
That's what this old logbook has.
Paxton knew all this.
Because for years, Stanton lived under the name of Paxton. He made it his life's work to bring you and your daughter together.
Who is my daughter?
The one that owns the other half of the treasure map. The one they call in this town Tony Morell.
Who is it that brings us to see you?
This gentleman over here, Miss Morale. Miss Morale?
Yes.
Porter. He wants you to come over and sign a charge against 3 people that came up here on the ship with you. He said you'd understand.
Yes, I do understand.
There's a car waiting outside.
Oh, all right. There.
All right. You won't tell us where that map is for your own sake. Maybe you'll tell us for the sake of Mr. Kent's building.
The longer you hold out, the tougher it is on him.
All right, I'll tell you. It's in the safe deposit at the hotel where I'm staying.
Good. Write a letter to the hotel and tell them to give that map to the bearer. Come on. Captain Cuttle, your story is amazing.
Aye, and you ain't heard the half of it yet.
I guess that's all right. Signature on the letter checks with her signature on the register. Thanks. You're welcome.
Miss Morale in, please.
Why, you just sent for her, didn't you?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, the man just called here for her and said you wanted to see her.
But I wanted to see her.
Well, yes. The same man just came back with a message from Miss Morell telling me to give him a letter that she left here in the safe. Look, there he gets in the car now.
Follow that car.
Seems like it's taken more a long time. You're not double-crossing us, are you?
No, no.
Where's Miss Morell? Where is she? She's in this building. Where? On the 10th floor.
down there. There's something wrong.
Will Saltwater Jerry discover the pirate coins are counterfeit? Is Westmore Tony Morell's father? What happened to Larry Kent?